Let's be so for real. These men don't stand a chance in dating because women turn everything into a red flag. He didn't text back fast enough, red flag. He doesn't text enough, red flag. He doesn't call me enough, red flag. He fell asleep and took a nap and I didn't hear from him for 3 hours, red flag. He breathed the wrong way, red flag. He's existing, red flag. Everything is always something even when it's nothing. And when he says it's nothing, that's also a red flag because he's lying. You'll hear some dumb shit online about, oh, you can tell a man is toxic by the way he smiles. So now you're looking at your man based on some dumb shit that you saw on the internet. Like, oh, he's smiling the wrong way. That means he doesn't like me. Y'all leave no room for these men to make any kind of mistakes. Women will literally make up entire storylines about men that they don't even know just to validate their own insecurities and then get online and say all men are trash. You're turning a golden retriever man who has no issues into a wolf based off your past experiences. And then you expect the new man, the good man, the better man to take on all of these challenges with grace when you are the fucking problem. How are you going to be able to go into a relationship looking for a good human being when you're already looking at him as if he's your ex-fucking boyfriend who cheated on you and he deserves to be treated like shit based on what somebody else did to you? And how do you expect these men to still want to date you when you literally turn everything into a problem? Everything is a red flag. Everything that he's doing is toxic. It's not good enough. It's poor behavior and you're never satisfied. Like, make it make sense. Okay, bye.
It's interesting how consistency and stability can be reframed as a negative. What should be seen as reliability gets labeled as something else entirely. Eventually, that kind of thinking creates its own outcome.
One of the biggest complaints that we get from guys that are in the dating marketplace is the flake rate. Women plan a date with them, oh, I'll come out with you, blah, 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 and then she doesn't show up, or she doesn't respond to text or whatever. Anytime a girl flakes on a guy, what it simply means is something better came along. And thanks to the internet, thanks to Instagram, thanks to dating apps, etc., which dating apps heavily favor women, by the way. Guys absolutely fail dating apps. Only about 5% of guys even get swiped right in the first place. Women have more abundance than ever before, and they have more options than ever before. And I don't think guys understand. We've interviewed 2,500 women now at this point on our show. And what I've come to realize is the abundance of options that modern day women have is absolutely influenced how they view the opposite gender. Most women, unfortunately, do not respect most men. Most women think most men are below them.
Exposure and accessibility through dating apps have changed how people are perceived and evaluated. High visibility environments tend to reduce individuality into options. That shift alone alters how seriously people approach connection.
This is by far the biggest mistake women make with men. In the beginning of dating, a woman always likes to test the guy. She wants to see if he's texting her, if he's calling her, if he's actually willing to make an investment in the relationship. And she loves him for all the things he does for her. But here's the thing, as soon as she knows that they're officially together, that they're in a committed relationship, she will try to change him. And that happens because a woman starts a relationship based on an ideal, based on what she thinks that relationship can be. A man only has one mission when it comes to relationships, and that is to make his woman happy. But men never understand what makes a woman happy, because every day a woman's expectations change. Today she wants to ditch his beard, tomorrow she doesn't understand why he wants to go out with his friends on Friday night, because Friday, Saturday, Sunday you're supposed to be with your girlfriend. And while a woman is always trying to mold her man into this ideal man that she thinks would fit her, a man, all he wants is to be accepted by his woman for who he is. And this is the number one reason for divorce, because women are always disappointed in their man, because they start a relationship based on what could be and not based on what is.
There's a noticeable pattern where our unconditional expectations are placed on one side, while the other operates with conditions. That imbalance tends to show up over time, whether acknowledged or not. When standards aren't aligned, the outcome is usually predictable.
On Tinder, a man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee, and then 4 of those 5 coffees will ghost him. You can't tell women to lower their expectations, but this is the reality. When you ask a man if you could have a woman who had 80% of everything you wanted, 75% say, yeah, I'm on board. Mm-hmm. When you say to a woman, a man has 80% of what you want, 75% say that's not enough. What does the media tell a woman to do? He didn't open your door. He's not nice to his parents. You don't need him. You're a strong, independent woman. Pull the ripcord. You're out. The basic kind of communication around this is you are a strong, independent, powerful woman. That is wonderful. You don't need the imperfect man. They're just not connecting. Now, what does that tell that guy? Women don't value me. And then they go online. They see these misogynists telling them it's not your fault. Mm-hmm. and these men become much more prone to misogynistic content, I worry that we are literally evolving a new species of asexual, asocial male.
Repeated experiences tend to shape future decisions in predictable ways. When effort doesn't produce consistent results, people adjust accordingly. Over time, that leads to disengagement rather than persistence.
Me and my boyfriend talk about this all the time, but there's no real love out here because women are taking dating advice from whores and from strippers and have basically turned dating into this transactional like conquest instead of trying to find true love. You know what I'm saying? When you have true love with somebody, they won't have a dime in their name, but they're gonna make sure they get a dime for you. Do you get what I'm saying? They're gonna do whatever they can to make sure they get you something. But y'all are so worried about a motherfucker having millions and trillions when a lot of women don't even understand they not worth millions and trillions, okay? One thing that Kevin Samuels, I think, was trying to tell women, he wasn't trying to break down the black woman. I think he was trying to bring the woman to reality, because we got to understand what we fucking look like. I think men have always known what they look like, and we don't. We think we look 20 times better than what we actually do, and then we think we deserve all this shit when we really do not. You know what I'm saying? I literally watched this video of this woman saying, yeah, I got my own car. I got my own house. I pay all my own bills. I cook dinner every fucking night. I take care of all my 4 kids. So, yeah, if you come over here, you need to have this and that. Girl, what? You're living your life. You're living a regular life. You're doing what an adult is supposed to do. So, I don't know. It's just scary as fuck, because I was thinking earlier, I'm like, I'm about to put my boyfriend on my life insurance, okay? Because I really do love him. And, you know, I want to make sure that I give and he gives as well. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
A lot has shifted with how people approach dating, especially with the influence of social media. The dynamics are different now, and not everyone is interested in adapting to them. For many, opting out feels more efficient than participating.
When women are dating, the first thing they mess up on is because what are you out here for? You need to establish that first. Are you out here looking for a husband, or are you out here having fun? Because if you're saying you're out here having fun, then you're not really looking for nobody to really take you serious. But if you're looking for a husband, then okay, then the stuff you're looking for in a man is going to be very different than what you're looking for just for fun. And that's what women don't understand. So when you're dating for fun, you're going to be looking for different shit. But when you're dating for a husband and you know you want a husband, the stuff you're going to be looking for is going to be way different. Oh, yeah.
There's often a gap between what people say they want and how they actually move. Long-term outcomes usually follow consistent behavior, not stated intentions. Over time, that disconnect becomes difficult to ignore.
Modern dating is all wrong. Guys, the reason I have such a bone to pick with typical dating and hooking up is because although fun on paper, you realize very soon that not only does it offer you nothing, but it corrupts the very existence you know yourself to be as. As men, we have a vital role to play, and if you continuously degrade yourself, throw that away, you are not only doing yourself, your woman, but God a disservice. You've come this far for that? That's your idol? That's what you live for? That's it? I would implore you to leave this degenerate dating pool, to come back home and find out, what are you really made of? Who are you in there? Once you figure this out and make that your God, that your idol, I believe everything else, women, dating, money, finances, will all figure itself out because you have a driving force.
Short-term decisions tend to come with long-term trade-offs, whether people plan for them or not. Focus and direction usually determine outcomes more than temporary experiences. Those who stay aligned with their purpose tend to move differently. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.